According to what was previously aired on the television show Ace, Jill Duggar Dillard was recently rear-ended. Between the middle of February and the middle of March, the former reality star shared with her Instagram followers that she and her children were inside her vehicle when it was struck by an unlicensed driver. To our great relief, nobody suffered any injuries that could potentially be fatal. However, the automobile that belonged to the Dillard family did require significant repairs. Jill recently revealed that she is still not feeling quite like herself, which is an additional indication. A new post was released in which she provided her followers with an update on her discomfort and addressed potential treatment plans for the future. In her most recent video, you may watch what she had to say. Jill Duggar Dillard has admitted that she is still experiencing physical difficulties as a result of the accident. The people who are close to Jill Duggar, including her family, friends, and admirers, are really thankful that her injury was not more severe. It was possible that the situation would have soon become more serious if her 3 sons, Israel, Samuel, and Freddie, were present in the vehicle. Even still, it is not a scenario that is devoid of discomfort. Jill shared with her followers that she is still dealing with the excruciating pain that she had as a result of the tragedy. Even though she has sought chiropractic care, she is concerned that it might not be sufficient. In a fresh video update, Jill shared with her followers, "So I just had my chiropractor's appointment this morning and hoping that with time, things will heal." Jill's followers were able to watch the video. "It is possible that I will go see a physical therapist, who knows? I got the most excruciating headache last night, though. Since we were rear-ended, my headache has not gone away, rather, it has become more severe or has reached a plateau. So yeah, it's a terrible thing." Even though she was concerned about her health, the former TLC personality continued by saying that she was having a good time driving about in her new rental car and running errands. Despite the fact that Jill's pain may be bothersome, it does not appear to be preventing her from engaging in her regular activities. Jill, who is the mother of 3 young sons, is aware that she will need to find a method to navigate through the difficulties she is experiencing with her health. Fans have high hopes that she would continue to make progress in her recovery throughout the year. The formerly famous reality star is now advocating for her son's right to privacy. On the other hand, Jill has been more reserved when it comes to her sons, despite the fact that she has been honest with her supporters about her own health problems. It appears that they did not receive any significant injuries as a result of the tragedy, which is something that everyone should be thankful for. On the other hand, Jill's followers have repeatedly urged her to protect the privacy of her sons on social media. During the past few years, Derek and Jill Dillard have made the decision to refrain from publicly displaying the faces of their sons. Ginger Vuolo, Jill's sister, is also responsible for censoring the faces of her daughters on social media. Fans of the Duggar family enjoy keeping up with the family, but they have overwhelmingly complimented those who chose to keep the identities and lives of their children on the private side. After all, there are a lot of people who believe that the decision that Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar made to show their children on national television was the root cause of a lot of the issues that the family is facing right now. The only way for fans to stay up to date with Jill's healing progress is to follow her online for the time being. It is their hope that the Dillards will be able to go on with their lives after the accident. Have you been thinking about Jill Duggar's health ever since the vehicle accident that she was involved in? Your own ideas should be left in the comments section below. Continue to follow Bombshell25 online to stay up to date on the most recent news and information regarding the Duggar family. Jill Duggar Dillard, best known for her appearance on the reality show 19 Kids and Counting, has been a public figure for many years. Her life, once constantly under the scrutiny of cameras, has evolved into a more private journey, shared occasionally through social media updates and personal blog posts. However, recent news from Jill's social media has captured the attention of her followers and fans as she shared a deeply emotional and personal health update after a serious accident. In a heartfelt post on Instagram, Jill shared with her followers that she had experienced a devastating accident that has left her struggling with both physical and emotional recovery. With her usual openness and honesty, Jill described the sequence of events leading up to the accident, how it affected her health, and the challenges she's faced in the aftermath. The post was met with an outpouring of support from her fans and well-wishers, many of whom have followed her family's journey since their time on television. But for those unfamiliar with Jill's current life, the update also raised many questions about what had happened, how she's doing now, and what the future holds for her as she navigates through this difficult period. The accident. Jill's post began with a clear acknowledgement of the gravity of the situation. She revealed that the accident had occurred unexpectedly during what was supposed to be a normal day. According to Jill, she had been involved in a car accident while running errands, an event that quickly turned her world upside down. The accident itself was significant, involving a collision with another vehicle that caused her to experience severe whiplash and other injuries. Jill was immediately taken to the hospital, where doctors began to assess the extent of her injuries. While the physical pain was intense, it was the emotional toll that was perhaps the most challenging aspect for Jill. "I never imagined something like this would happen to me," Jill shared in her post. "It's been incredibly hard physically and emotionally. I feel like I'm constantly battling feelings of fear and frustration. I am trying to stay positive, but there are days when it just feels too much." The details surrounding the accident have been kept private, as Jill and her family have opted to maintain some level of privacy. However, the impact on her health and daily life has been profound. In her post, Jill reflected on the recovery process and how it has been difficult not to return to her normal routine. Physical challenges. The health update was not just about the emotional aftermath of the accident, but also focused on the physical challenges that Jill has faced. Whiplash, concussion-like symptoms, and severe back pain have made everyday activities difficult, and the road to recovery has been slow. Jill explained that she has had to take an extended break from her usual activities, including caring for her 3 young children and working on various personal projects. "I've had to rely on my family and friends more than ever before," Jill wrote. "I'm so grateful for their support during this time, but it's been humbling to accept that I need help. As a mother of 3 young children, Israel, Samuel, and Frederick, Jill's responsibilities at home have been heavy, and she admitted that the accident has made it harder to be the mother she wants to be. I've had to take a step back and allow others to take care of some of the things I normally do," she shared. "It's not easy, but I know it's necessary for my healing." The pain from her injuries has sometimes been overwhelming, leaving Jill feeling drained and frustrated. She's also had to make several visits to specialists, which has further delayed her recovery. Jill's fans, many of whom follow her closely on social media, expressed their sympathy and admiration for her strength as she continues to battle through this difficult period. Emotional struggles. While the physical pain from the accident has been challenging, Jill has also had to contend with a range of emotional struggles. As an individual who has always been open about her faith, she spoke candidly about how her spirituality has played a role in her healing process. "I've found comfort in leaning on my faith during this time," Jill wrote. "There have been days when I felt like I couldn't take another step, but then I remind myself of the strength that God has provided, and that gives me hope to keep moving forward. However, not every day has been easy." Jill confessed that she has had moments of doubt and sadness, particularly as she reflects on how her life has changed since the accident. "I miss being able to do simple things like picking up my kids without pain or being able to help around the house," she said. "It's hard to accept that I'm not where I want to be, physically or emotionally." Despite these challenges, Jill has remained focused on the long-term process of healing. In another part of her post, she talked about the importance of taking things one day at a time and being gentle with herself during her recovery. The support of family. One of the most consistent themes in Jill's post was the importance of family support during her recovery. Jill's husband, Derek Dillard, has been a constant source of comfort and assistance, helping care for their children and ensuring Jill has the space and support she needs to rest. "I couldn't have made it through this without Derek," Jill shared. "He's been my rock, both emotionally and physically. He's done so much to take care of everything at home so I can focus on healing." Jill also thanked her extended family, including her parents, Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, for their role in helping during this challenging time. Although Jill has distanced herself from some aspects of her family's public life in recent years, she has still maintained a close bond with her parents and siblings, and their support has been crucial in her recovery process. "It's been a reminder of how important family is," Jill said. "Even when things feel overwhelming, knowing I have a strong support system gives me so much strength." Fans and well-wishers respond. Jill's followers on social media have been overwhelmingly supportive in response to her health update. Thousands of fans left encouraging messages, prayers, and words of comfort on her post, expressing their love and support. "Sending you all my prayers for healing, Jill," one fan wrote. "You're so strong, and I know you'll get through this. Take care of yourself and know that we're all here for you." Another fan commented, "I followed your journey for years and am so sorry to hear what you've been going through. You're in my thoughts and am wishing you a full recovery soon." Jill's vulnerability in sharing her struggles has resonated deeply with her fans, many of whom have expressed admiration for her openness. It's clear that, while Jill may have been thrust into the public eye at a young age, her journey since then has been one of growth and resilience, and her ability to share both her joys and her challenges has endeared her to many. As Jill continues to recover from the accident, she has remained hopeful about the future. While the road to full recovery may take time, Jill is determined to regain her strength and get back to her normal life as soon as possible. She remains focused on her family and her faith, knowing that with the support of both, she can overcome this difficult chapter. "I'm so grateful for everyone's support," Jill concluded in her post. "I know it's not going to be an easy road, but I'm taking it one step at a time, trusting that God has a plan for me through all of this. Thank you to everyone who has been praying for me and cheering me on during this time." Jill's story serves as a reminder of the power of perseverance, faith, and the love of family. While the accident has been a life-altering event, it's clear that Jill's strength, both physical and emotional, will help her come out the other side stronger than ever. And as she continues to heal, her fans and family will be right there with her, offering their love and support every step of the way.